Sagittarius, welcome. Welcome back if you're returning. This is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot. This is your weekly read. So Sagittarius, placement Sun, Moon, or Rising. It is a general reading, so it will not resonate with all of you. But hopefully there'll be something of value for each of you to take into the week. We have Uranus going retrograde today. It's a time of realizations, truths being revealed, revolutions, big shakeups and changes. And it is very important that we live in our authenticity at this time. Let's see what this week is bringing you, Sagittarius. The Tower, Queen of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. Very strong energies, all of them. You're moving forward now, for sure, towards something, and it has a lot to do with your foundation being rearranged. The fundamentals in your life, something is shifted, something is not the same anymore. This was really kind of out of your control, and your reaction to it was to say, okay, I couldn't control that. I had no control over that. It had a massive impact on me, and so now I'm just going to cut out anything that's not essential to my life, anything that feels inauthentic. It's not really welcome anymore. I don't have the time for it. I don't have the space for it. And I'm going to focus very much on my truth. I'm going to take care of mine, and I'm going to focus on my truth, and I'm moving forward. I'm not sitting here thinking about what's been lost. I'm not sitting here wasting another minute on what's been lost. I'm moving forward. Very decisive energy here. It can be a little bit, I feel a little bit cold to you because you're usually a fairly open and loving sign. But it's what needs to happen. You have a fair amount of confidence about your ability to take care of yourself, to have a secure financial existence, material existence. But there is a certain amount of anxiety and a little bit of worry because you lost a lot here, it seems, earlier this year. Something has been lost. And that security, that sense of security about what you have, the material foundation, may have gotten shaken a bit. You don't doubt at all your ability to take care of yourself and to always be able to replace what's been lost, but there is some nervousness about this, a little overthinking, an overthinking about how do you protect yourself from losing again when you can't, because this tower events are not something in your control. What else do we have for Sagittarius? We have, with regard to Sagittarius' week ahead, you have a lot of emotional stuff to deal with, it seems. The Three of Pentacles, the World, and the Hierophant. Very interesting. Very interesting card, Sagittarius. So you've got a situation here where you had some events that made you feel a loss, made you feel a little out of control of things when you like to be in control here, usually. But you feel confident that you can make it up. You're just still a little nervous about how do I avoid it happening again, when in fact you can't really control tower events. They happen. And the best way to control them is the way that you have. Accept it. Move on. Three of Pentacles, the World, the Hierophant. This energy feels to me like you're seeking answers from someone about how to avoid this type of loss again. But I always, from this card, get the sense of some secrecy involved. You're out into an area you wouldn't normally be in to find the answers. This could be physically or metaphorically. You are perhaps exploring areas of thought that you hadn't before, or something. There's a positive culmination here, coming to the end of some chapter of your life, and it's in a positive way. Um, it's, you know, all of the efforts that you've made and everything you've been through. We do have, you know, at least transitionally, a happy ending to some challenge that you faced. And then the Hierophant, today this is feeling like you're finding some peace. You're finding some inner guidance around this. You've talked to others about how to deal with this, and now you're really kind of listening to yourself with regard to putting this loss, the pain of this loss, the worry about this loss, putting that behind you, moving forward. Spirit, do we have any other cards for Sagittarius today? Clarifying cards for Sagittarius. Six of Wands is victory. Five of Cups in the reverse. And the World in the reverse. Interesting. Because you have the World here in the upright. You are getting past the sense of loss. And there is victory here for you. There's a positive outcome for sure from what you've been through in the past, and where you're arriving now. But that World in reverse tells me that the chapter isn't fully closed. There's something still remains, and it could be the wisdom that you've gained from going through this process and this experience. It could be, if there was an actual physical loss, you could still be waiting for an insurance payout. I don't know why that's coming to my mind, but it's there. So I kind of feel like, for the most part, you're moving on from this, but there's still a little something you're waiting for, some sort of closure. Sometimes we don't actually get that, and you could have this situation forever and just have to learn how to live with that. But oh, this was the 5 too. Yeah. So you had the 5 of Cups in the upright with that, that sense of loss. And now it's in the reverse. So you're definitely improving that situation through the actions that you've taken. You're moving forward. It's quite nice. I think that's what I have for you this week, Sagittarius. I hope it's helpful. I hope you have a good week. Thank you for being here with me and supporting the channel. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so, and we'll see you next time. Blessings.